The truth is, it took me 25 years to learn what I'm going to teach you here in just a few minutes. And what is it? Simply how to stop wasting your life chasing women. What I'm going to teach you here is of incredible value. I'll show you how to change your thinking, how to become a guy who naturally attracts women, and how to stop acting like a desperate man who only seeks female approval. Because the reality is, there are guys my age who have already figured it out. But there are also guys in their 50s who have never learned it. And they live like teenagers, putting women at the center of their world. This video is for anyone, whether you're 18 or 50 or older, who finally wants to understand the real rules of the game. And now the only thing I ask you to do is like this video and subscribe to my channel. By doing so, you support me to continue to provide this type of content, and I can continue to bring value to your life. For that, my friend, is my true purpose here. The first thing I've learned in these 25 years, and you're going to learn now, is this. The biggest lie you've been told is that you have to be a nice guy to women. From a young age, you were taught that being romantic, being nice, doing everything for her without expecting anything in return is the key to winning over a woman. But this is the greatest illusion ever created. Do you know why? Because a nice guy doesn't evoke emotions. It is predictable. And everything predictable is boring. A woman wants to feel intensity. She wants to feel that she is with a man who has a presence, who leads, who commands respect. And the nice guy, the poor guy, is the complete opposite. He's easy to manipulate. He does everything to please without even knowing if he's appreciated, and in the end, is rejected. And maybe you're thinking, that means I have to be an treat women badly, be cold. No, my friend. It's not about being a bad guy. It's about being a strong guy. A guy who has character, who is fair, who knows his worth and doesn't accept less than he deserves. A guy who has a purpose, who builds his life and who doesn't live to please women. Because here's the big truth that few want to tell you. Women aren't attracted to guys who only want to please them. They want a man who offers something of real value, and that something is status, security, and the ability to lead. And beware, I'm not just talking about money. Of course, if you're a guy who does well in life, it matters. But the most important thing is your attitude. You may not be a millionaire, but if you have a leadership attitude, if you are a guy who makes decisions, who acts, who protects, and who has a vision for the future, then it is worth more than any gift or empty compliments. So if a woman wants to be in your life, she has to bring value. You can't be the only one who invests in the relationship. If he doesn't respect you, if he doesn't appreciate you, if he doesn't see you as a real man, then he's not for you. It's easy. And you know why a lot of guys make this mistake? Because they think that it is enough to give love and care. But the real game looks different. A woman wants to feel emotions. She wants to feel protected. She wants to be proud of the man she is with. If you don't provide it, she'll find someone who will. So stop acting like a desperate chasing women, begging for attention, trying to please them in all ways. Appreciate yourself. Impose your value. Be a man who builds, who grows, who leads. And secondly, I have always been a careful observer. I have always analyzed the environment, behaviors, patterns. And one thing I noticed very early on, a lot of guys live exclusively for women. I've seen it countless times. You walk into a bar, you go to a group of friends, and the topic of conversation is always the same. This and that one did this, said that. The guy pays for drinks, does everything to get attention, sends messages all day, and in the end, he comes out with nothing. both in terms of money and respect. And me? I just watched. I watched this game play out. And you know what I noticed? That most of these guys worked against themselves. They did not draw from life, did not develop, did not build anything valuable. Their entire existence revolved around winning women's approval. And here's the big lesson. Your attention is an extremely valuable resource. You can't waste it on just anything, and certainly not on women who don't even try to be in your life. Think about it. Today, the whole world revolves around getting your attention. Social media, entertainment, advertising, everything wants to keep you, make you addicted, make you waste time and energy. And it's the same with women. Many of them know exactly how to use their appearance to get likes, comments, and messages. But that doesn't mean they have any feelings for you. They only want approval. You know that woman who posts a photo on Instagram and gets hundreds of messages. She doesn't like most of them. She doesn't pay attention to those who compliment her, because these guys only serve to build up her ego. Do you think she is interested in who liked her photo or wrote a comment? Number. She will look for a guy who doesn't pay attention to her, a guy who doesn't waste time adoring her, a guy who has a bigger goal than just running after women. And here is a fatal mistake that many make. They think that giving attention for free will make a woman like them. But it doesn't work like that. The more attention you offer without getting anything in return, the more you devalue yourself. And what's more, you're wasting one of your most valuable resources, your time. So stop giving away your attention for free. Pay attention to how you use your social media. Stop commenting on every photo of her. Stop responding to her stories by trying to force a conversation. Stop spending money on outings just to impress a woman. It won't get you anywhere. So what should you do with your attention? Direct it to what really matters. Work on your development. Take care of your health, mental development, financial life, spirituality. Yes, because a complete man must have solid foundations. And if you believe in God as I do, put Him at the center of your priorities. If not, focus on what makes sense to you, but have something bigger that guides your actions. This applies to all ages. If you are 18 years old, start now. If you're 30, 40, 50 years old, you still have time to change. It's important to break this cycle of wasting your attention on things that don't do you any good. And before anyone misunderstands, I'm not saying you should ignore women or stop dating them. Women are important in a man's life, but there's a huge difference between growing as an attractive man and living in the function of winning over women. You need to learn how to connect with them in a smart way. Don't be that guy who begs for attention. Be the one who lives his life and naturally attracts women through what he has built. But now, have you ever wondered why some men win over every woman while others are invisible? I'll tell you a secret. It's not a matter of luck, looks, or money. There is a silent method, a knowledge that these men have mastered in secret, and now it can be in your hands. What if I told you that you could learn this skill today? And what's more, without memorizing ready-made phrases, without pretending to be someone you are not. Now stop for a moment. Think of all the times you saw a woman looking at you and you didn't do anything. All the missed opportunities, all the moments of hesitation when another guy took the initiative. Now imagine the opposite situation. Imagine walking into a room and effortlessly grabbing the attention of women, without having to be the most handsome, tallest, or richest, simply because you know exactly how to behave and what to say. This is exactly what you will learn from the ebook I have prepared for you. How to approach without fear and in a natural way. The secret to instantly arousing desire. How to build connection and attraction without the need to impress. How to turn an ordinary conversation into something much deeper. And best of all, how to go from first look to kiss in 60 minutes or less. Now pay attention, because it's important. This method only works for those who work. If you don't do anything now, you'll continue to repeat the same mistakes as you watch others take advantage of opportunities that could have been yours. And one more thing. This ebook may not be available for long. If you miss this chance, you may find that tomorrow will be too late. Now the choice is yours. Download your ebook now while it's still available. He is pinned in the comments. And now the third lesson is, don't be a white knight. A woman is a consequence. The truth is, you're not here to be a white knight running to the princess's rescue. Forget about it. These are fairy tales for children. You have to understand once and for all, a woman is a consequence of a full life. If you focus on your development, take care of your health, finances, mentality, personal and professional development, then women will appear in your life naturally. But not because you run after them, but because you have become a man who attracts, inspires, and inspires respect. And look, I won't even go into it, because you already know it. The problem is that many guys still don't use it. Many still live as if finding a partner is their main mission in life, as if their ultimate goal was to find the one and make it the center of their world. This is a gigantic mistake, and that's why I have a great novelty for you. If you don't already know, I'm preparing a super ebook that will completely change your thinking. This is not empty talk. This is real, strategic knowledge that will teach you the mentality of men who do not chase women. Exactly. In this material, you will learn how to be a 10x man, a man who takes advantage of opportunities, builds wealth, attracts naturally, has emotional intelligence and decision-making power. It's not just about women. It's about becoming a truly complete man. And when you become one, everything will start to happen by itself. But back to the topic. Life doesn't revolve around finding a partner. Forget about the fact that you desperately need a relationship to be happy. What you really need is to grow your life. Build something solid that will make you feel fulfilled without depending on anyone. And I know a lot of guys get frustrated because they think they need a woman to feel worthy. This is a huge mistake. You need to look at yourself and ask yourself, what problems do I have today? What's stopping me from growing? How can I become smarter and more strategic in life? And then, instead of wasting your energy on solving a woman's emotional problems, you start solving your own. Now you may be wondering, but how can I become smarter, more strategic, better prepared? Simple. Knowledge plus experience. And I'll tell you what works, because I've applied it to my own life. I became this guy because I was looking for knowledge, and not just any knowledge, but the right one. I read books that completely changed my thinking, and if you want to follow this path, I'll recommend a few to you right now. The Richest Man in Babylon, George S. Clason, to understand how money works and how to build wealth. The Art of War, Sun Tzu, to learn strategy and thinking ahead of others. The 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene, to understand influence, authority, and positioning. The Subtle Art of Spilling, Mark Manson, to stop worrying about and focus on what really matters. How to Win Friends and Win People Over, Dale Carnegie, to improve your communication skills and become a more magnetic guy. If you really want to change your life, I have left a link pinned in the comments where you can download these books. I did it because I know that real knowledge changes. And now, my friend, the choice is yours. You can continue to believe in this white knight illusion and lead a life full of frustration, always dependent on the acceptance of a woman. Or you can become a 10x man, take control of your own life, and make women a natural consequence of your development. What do you choose? Tell me in the comments. And now you need to know the truth about female hypergamy, because it will open your eyes. Female hypergamy. Many guys get wrong, get angry, think that women are materialistic because they are looking for the best men. Well, let me tell you one thing. Many of them actually are, but not all of them. And herein lies the biggest secret. It's not about getting angry about it. It's about learning to distinguish between women who have values and those who are only looking for what they can get from you. And guess what? You will understand this only when you become a better man yourself. Because if you're at rock bottom, if you don't have an option, you'll accept any woman who comes along without realizing who she really is. But if you're at the top, if you have a choice, you can filter, you can select. And one more thing, don't confuse hypergamy with pure business. Hypergamy means that a woman is looking for a partner who is better than her, someone she admires. Is this bad? Number, this is natural. And what's more, you should want it. Because if a woman doesn't admire you, she'll never respect you. And if he doesn't respect you, then the relationship is dead from the start. Now there are those who are really self-interested, cold, opportunistic. What do they want? What you have, status, money, comfort, all of that. And then, my friend, you must have a vision, how to recognize them. Just, if you lose something, money, status, important position, and she starts to drift away, she never loved you. Only what you could have given her. If he is only interested in you when he notices that you have something more, but never shows any real interest in your path, sound the alarm. If she treats you as a reward when you're at the top, but wouldn't support you if you're in a difficult situation, then she's not a real partner. And here we come to the most important point. You will only learn to distinguish between them if you grow. Now be careful, because many people confuse this topic. I'm not telling you to become Cristiano Ronaldo, Andrew Tate, Elon Musk. I'm not saying you have to be the richest, strongest, most famous guy in the world. But my friend, you cannot rest on your laurels. It's not about being the best in the world. It's about being the best version of yourself. Look, if you don't care about your development, if you don't care about your appearance, if you don't care about your intelligence, about your money, how do you want to be respected? How do you want to be admired? The problem with many guys is that they think that everything is given to them once and for all. They find a woman, get into a relationship, and that's it. They stop trying. They stop taking care of themselves. They stop developing professionally. They stop challenging themselves. And then, my friend, it's only a matter of time before she loses interest, because what attracted her at the beginning no longer exists. And now the most important truth that many do not want to accept. If you grow and become a valuable man, women will want to be with you, and you will be able to choose. If you've settled down, you've become a guy with no ambition, no twinkle in your eye, no purpose. Women will ignore you. This is not cruelty. This is nature. The world works like that. So what's the solution? Take care of yourself. Looks matter, yes. Whoever says otherwise is lying. You don't have to be born handsome, but you can improve. Dress well, train. Take care of your skin, beard, hair. Earn money. You don't have to be a billionaire, but you do have to be independent. Women respect men who know how to cope. Be an intelligent guy. Read. Learn about business, about the world, about how the female mind works. Don't lose your ambition. Always have another goal, always move forward. And now the most important thing, become a guy who has a choice. Because when you have a choice, You don't kneel in front of every woman. You choose, you decide, you filter. And now, my friend, look, now I have news for you that may not be the best. This film ends, but don't worry. If you want the second part, just write in the comments, "I want part 2." Write, because if there are a lot of comments, I will make a continuation and explore this topic even more. And of course, don't forget about these 3 key actions. Zostaw lajka, subscribe to the channel, download your ebook, because if you haven't already, you might miss the next movies. And now be careful, because what I'm about to say is understood by not many guys. The value of a man in the eyes of women. This is strong. Listen carefully. A man, when he is born, has no value for society. And I know that for some it may be painful, but this is the reality. See the difference. A girl is born, and from an early age she is praised, called beautiful, pampered by her family, friends, by the whole world around her. And the boy? Well, he is born, and he does not get the same privileges. He does not grow up hearing that he is special, that he deserves everything. And don't be fooled, it affects your whole life. When a woman is beautiful, society automatically appreciates her. It has more opportunities, more invitations, more attention. And the man? Nobody cares. A man has to build his self-esteem on his own. If he does not become someone, if he does not develop, if he does not move forward, he remains invisible. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that women are more valuable than you. I'm telling you that in the eyes of society, a woman has value from the beginning. A man, no. And you know what that means? That you need to build your value. Because, my friend, there is no magic talk that will make you more attractive. What really matters? Your development, emotional security. You have to be a confident guy who is not moved by just anything. Physical security. You don't have to be a bodybuilder, but you do have to be strong enough to protect those you love. Intellectual security. Be intelligent, know how to talk, have broad horizons. Financial security, because at the end of the day, you will want to provide a good life for yourself and your family. And that's why I talk about money so often. I know that some people get at this. Again, only about money. But I'm telling you this because I'm your friend. Because without money, you won't live well. No money, you won't help your family. You won't provide special moments for those you love. You won't give your children the best future. And be careful, money is not everything. For me, God is the most important. But don't be fooled. Money is fundamental. And if you don't have a family yet, your goal must be to grow, to build, to strive for something bigger. And if you have a family, then you have even more responsibility. So, my friend, understand this once and for all. A man must build his value. A man has to become someone. And only then can he really choose his partner and build something solid. And that was the film. Now, if you want part 2, write in the comment, "I want part 2." And get ready, because a new super ebook is coming. If you are ready for it, write in the comments, "I want a great ebook." And of course, don't forget, Zostaw lajka, subscribe to the channel, download your ebook. Take care, and see you next time.